Sorry, this device lost its connection.
Hey, it is Sunday night, so guess what that means? It's time for Learning with Lynn. So I'm Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard. I want to welcome you out tonight. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. So let me do some things. Let me move this over and share my screen. Luckily, I have two windows. Otherwise, I don't know how I would do this. So let's see. It looks like we have a couple of people on. So say hi so we know you're here. Anyway, before we get started, this is my blog. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you. I can always count on you to be here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, and hi, Bonnie. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So this is my blog. This is onlinebeautybiz.com. This is what I originally created for training for my team, but it's available for everybody. Hi, Angela. You need some Skin So Soft. This is a training, so we'll have to come back to you after the fact with that, okay? Anyway, thanks for being here. So this is my blog. This is my training blog for my team, and it's onlinebeautybiz.com. And like I said, I originally created this for my team, but it is available for any Avon rep. And we believe in helping everybody. We believe that a rising tide lifts all the ships in the harbor. And so if the more people that are successful with Avon, the more we'll all be successful, which is a good thing. And so if you're brand new, the first thing you want to do is click on Getting Started up here. And that will give you like all the basics, like how to get started, how to know if a customer placed an order in your online store or anything like that, right? All the basics, how do I get paid? You'll find that all in the Getting Started. On the left side here where it says Welcome to my blog, this is the main panel. And there's about 6 posts here. It's usually, they're in order by the most recent at the top. And then at the bottom, you can scroll through more. On the right-hand side is this called the side panel. And here you can click here and sign up to receive our newsletter. If you're not receiving emails from me, you can sign up to receive them here. And right below that is a search. And so if you're searching for something, I don't know, like how to do Facebook parties or how to follow up or fundraising, you can just search in here for it. Or you can click on one of the categories down here, and on the category, everything that's tagged with those words will come up. And so if you're on your computer, it looks just like this. You have your main panel and your side panel. If you're on your phone, the side panel moves down to the bottom underneath the main panel. So just scroll down through, there's 6 or 7 posts, and then you'll see that side panel at the bottom where the search is and the categories. So Anitra says, this is my Sunday night learning activity. Awesome. So today we are going to talk about this second post here, Daily Salesmaker Action Plan for your Avon business. So in your Avon business, it's important for you to take charge of your sales, right? And that's why you need a Salesmaker Action Plan to help you do that. And we know that sales and making money in your Avon business doesn't just happen by accident, right? It's up to you to strategically decide upon and implement really smart daily actions so that your business can provide you with the lifestyle that you're looking for. But before we get into that, let's go through the real basics of Avon in case there's anybody new here. So we have our Daily 8 system. And bottom line is there's really only 4 things to be successful with Avon. 1 is prospecting for new customers and recruits. Number 2, getting a brochure to every customer, every campaign. Number 3, following up with every customer, every campaign. And number 4, take the order, submit it to Avon, or send them to your online store to place their order. Right? And then just rinse and repeat. It's just that simple. You just do those 4 steps over and over again, and you're going to have a thriving Avon business. So really quick, I'm going to go into more details about them. Number 1, prospecting for customers and recruits. If you're brand new, we ask you to make a list of everyone you know. You're not necessarily going to sell to everyone on that list, but it's just getting it out of your head and onto paper. And this should be a living, breathing list. It's something that for as long as you're with Avon, it should be living and breathing it. Probably people will be crossed off, people will be added. It's just constantly evolving, right? I mean, we've been for 20 years with Avon and we still maintain our list because that list is your business, right? And then prospecting, that could mean if you're brand new, you're working through your list, maybe you'll text the first person on the list, maybe it's your sister, and say, hey, guess what? I just started selling Avon. Would you like to see a brochure? And if she says yes, then you get her a brochure, right? And if she says no, no worries. She's still your sister. Nothing has changed. It's all right, because not everybody is right for our business. Not everybody loves our products. So don't take it personal. Just go to the next person. Hey, Susie, just started my Avon business. I'm really excited. Would you like to see a brochure? And you'll get some that say yes. You'll get some that are like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen a brochure in ages. Yes, 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 get me one. That's how it's going to be. And you're going to have some that say no, and that's totally okay. If you're worked through your list and you don't have anybody yet on your list or anybody else on your list, then you need to add to your list. That means you need to go out and prospect. You need to get out there. And that's a lot of what we're going to talk about today too. But you need, maybe you go to the grocery store, maybe you're going through the cashier and you ask the cashier, hey, I sell Avon. Have you seen our latest Avon brochure? Have you seen our digital brochure? It's really cool. You literally can pull it up on your phone and it's interactive. You can try on colors, all kinds of cool things. Would you like to see it? Can I text it to you? And if she says yes, then you're going to get her contact information, put her into your phone, and then text it to her right then. And now you have her contact information, right? I'm more of an introvert. I'm not real good at small talk. When I'm on, if I turn myself on and I'm ready to go out, then I can be on. And so I absolutely can do it, but it's not my default setting. And so for me, I'm more comfortable being direct. I'm more comfortable standing in front of a store with a stack of brochures. And as people walk out, I'll say, hey, would you like an Avon brochure? And if they say yes, then I hand it to them, or I'm handing it to them when I ask. I don't wait for them to answer. I'm handing it to them. And then if they say yes, then I go, we mail our brochures. Would you like to get on our mailing list? And that's how I get their contact information. And I use the drawing slips for that. And you can search for drawing slips in the search up there, and you'll be able to find them. If they say no, or maybe they look at me like I'm a cockroach or whatever, I don't let that get to me. I just, okay, next, right? Because not everybody's interested. We all know that. And also, I know what it feels like to have somebody approach me in a parking lot. I'm not comfortable with that. So I don't try to be too pushy, especially if I'm in a parking lot, because I don't want them to feel the way I would feel if somebody was like, coming after me trying to sell me something. So I just offer it. And if not, no worries, right? Just that simple. And then just 2 to 3 days later, you're going to follow up with them and just say, hey, I met you at Walmart, or I met you wherever, and I gave you a brochure, just checking to see if there's anything I could do for you. And now you're going to get a brochure to them. Now you're going to put them into your system, and we'll talk about systems. And you'll get a brochure to them every campaign. And then you're going to follow up with every customer, every campaign. And then you'll take the order, deliver it to Avon, blah, 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 right? I mean, you got all that, and just rinse and repeat. So our daily 8 system is just a way to help you to, hi, Kathy, good to see you. It's just a way for you to make sure you're doing the right activities, to be consistent. It helps you to stay consistent. And so instead of working in a job, like say 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day, your goal is to capture 8 points a day, 5 days a week, for a total of 40 points. And you're going to do that in a whole lot less than 40 hours a week, I promise. Especially the better you get at this, the more you do it, the faster it will be. And you can literally, it's up to you. I mean, you can decide how much you're going to work your business. Hi, Penny. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So it says print this sheet and use it to track your weekly points. I already got it here. It's like 9 pages. So you could just print one copy, and because all the pages behind the sheet actually are just give you tips on how to get more customers and how to do these things. But now page 2 is the main one. So print a bunch of these, have them handy, have them where you can make notes on them all day long, every day. Put it by your computer, wherever. Put it on your fridge, wherever, so it's there and it's usable. And you're just going to put the week of, so that would be like today's date or tomorrow's date, depending on when you start your week. And then what days of the week are you going to work? We ask you to work 5 days a week. Even if it's just an hour a day, you're going to be a lot more consistent by actually doing it 5 days a week rather than 5 hours in one day. But I will tell you, I also understand that it's your business. And when Richard and I first started, we did instead of the power of 3 a day, if you've heard of that, talking to 3 people a day, we did the power of 300 on a Sunday because we both worked so many hours. Hi, Ann. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. So whatever works for you, but kind of plan it out. Make the commitment to what you're going to work. And even when we were having to do that, even when we were working so many hours, I still took an hour every day at the end of the day. Usually it was 1 o'clock in the morning, but I was doing some effort into my business. I was doing social media and I was doing this and that, things that I could do that late at night to keep my business moving. But anyway, so you're just going to give yourself points. Prospecting for customers, give out a brochure. It doesn't matter if it's paper or digital, and collect contact information. So if you're brand new and you're working through your list and you call your sister and she says no, that's not a point, right? Because she said no. You already had her contact information, but you didn't like collect it. You didn't like put her into your system, right? And then you call your cousin and she says yes, great. You already have her contact information, I hope. If you don't, then get it. But I mean, you just contacted her. So that's a point, right? So you want to collect points for that. And also asking them if they might like to sell Avon. I have them as 2 separate items here, but really they're kind of the same. But you get 1 point for every name that you get. And to be honest with you, we're going to go through this, but you want the bulk of your business, the bulk of your time to be spent on like the top third of this. That's the most important part to growing your business and making money. The next one is follow up with potential customers 2 to 3 days after meeting them. That's just a quick, hey, I met you at Walmart, or hey, I texted you the brochure. Is there any is there anything I can help you with? Kathy, Kathy, I actually didn't get 300. It's just a saying. we actually, what we did was we sat in front of Kmart on Sundays because it was our only day off. Sat there for like 4 hours and collected names. So it wasn't like necessarily 300, but it was a lot. We got the bulk of our work on Sunday.
Just to interject real quick, basically, Lynn was off on Sundays and Saturday, Sunday, and I was off Wednesdays and Sundays. So Wednesdays I would put books out or talk to people if I could. And then basically we use that Sunday that we are off to be together, to talk to see how many customers we could get. So like you say, if you can't do it, 5 days a week, 1 hour or 2 hours a day, you can do it in bigger chunks, a couple times a week. That's the beauty of this, but you're doing income producing activity.
Yeah. Thanks, Kathy.
Yeah.
Thank you. She says, way to go. Awesome. All right. So once you've called, or you've stood outside the grocery store or whatever you do, whatever you go shopping, talk to people in the aisles, whatever you do, once you've gotten their name, or you just called your list and they said, yes, I would like a book. Now you're going to add them to your system. And we're going to talk about systems really quick before we get too far into this. But now that's in your system, right? And so now you're going to get a brochure to every customer. And I give you 1 point because if you use our system, it literally takes you 2 minutes to get a brochure to every customer. And I use Campaign Mailer for that, and I mail brochures. And it's way cheaper than doing it myself, and it makes it really easy because I have my list already in Campaign Mailer. All I do is go in, update the dates of the campaign, and click send, boom, and they're gone. If you are literally driving around town delivering brochures, then give yourself more points. Give yourself like a point for every half hour or something that you're doing it, right? Follow-up texts and calls to every customer 2 to 3 days before your order is placed. Again, I use Project Broadcast for this, and I use Dial My Calls for the little old ladies that don't text. They get an actual phone reminder message from me, a pre-recorded message. But it takes 1 minute to set that up, so 1 point. If you are literally calling or texting, give yourself a point for every half hour. But I would strongly suggest that you use the system for this, because if you have 150 people that you're texting every campaign, what's the likelihood that you're going to get through all of those names? Because you're going to get interrupted, you're going to run out of time, you're going to get bored with it, whatever. And maybe the same first 20 people are going to get it every time, but the rest of them won't. So I really strongly suggest that you use a system, because it's a system is what's going to make you be consistent. And using this Daily 8 will also do it. But if you are literally texting them one by one, then give yourself a point for every half hour or whatever, right? And then place your order at Avon Now. I need to fix this. It's not Avon Now anymore. It's just avon.com. And I have 1 point there because I don't know how big your order is going to be. So obviously, if it takes you a lot longer, then give yourself some more points, right? And then sort and you deliver your customer orders. Again, depends on how long it's going to take you to do it. This is your business. This is not me judging you. This is just me giving you a system and a Daily 8. The Daily 8 system is just to help you be consistent. So you decide how you're going to do this. It's cookie selling on steroids. Yay. Can't tell. Anitra is kind of wrapped up in cookie sales right now. Okay. Then we have passive prospecting, putting brochures out door to door. Obviously, we're not going to get a point for every door you put a brochure on, because that's passive, right? Or posting on social media, that's passive. The difference is active, you talk to somebody. Active, you have somebody to follow up with. You have their contact information. Passive is you got it out to them, but you're hoping they'll respond and you don't know who they are really until they do, right? So on those cases, just give yourself a point maybe for every half hour you spend doing it or whatever. And yeah, you know what, Kathy? Kathy,
Yeah.
she says, I text one by one. It's painful, but it's about 40 people. Could do more with the system. I'm going to show you the system really quick before we get into the training, but you definitely want to be using this. It will make all the difference in your business.
Yeah, you
guys,
make sure it happens. Yeah.
The idea behind our training is to teach you how to not sell $10,000 a year. We're not here to teach you how to be President's Club. Although if that's what you want, or if you just want spending money to take your kids out for pizza every now and then, if that's what you want, that's totally okay. And I'm totally behind that. But what I'm all about is to try to teach you how to make money, how to make real money. And 40 customers, I'm sorry, Kathy, but 40 customers a campaign isn't going to make you real money. It might get you the President's Club, but it's not going to make you the income if you're looking to be able to have an income, a real income. So we're going to go into that, right? Okay, then we have, of course, a recruit. For every recruit you get a point. And then for every training contact you have with that recruit, you'll get a point. And then reviewing your leadership reports, that's running your business, a point for that. And then we have business training on Avon U, or our Sunday Facebook Lives, or Avon has Facebook Lives, all several every day of the week. Those are really important because and the personal development. Those are really important because, number one, your income is going to grow equal to your personal development and your skills, right? And so those are important, but I have them at the bottom of the list because those should be done outside of the normal time when you could be prospecting for new customers, because they still are really important. But you can always watch a replay late at night, or that's why we do our trainings on Sunday night, because you're kind of winding down for the week, right? Getting ready for the week that's coming up. Okay, she says the others have emails. I have about 300 getting emails. Okay, that's great. That is great, actually. That's wonderful. But you know what? If you started texting all of those, the 340, your sales would quadruple. Seriously, people don't check email. So if you were to text
26% of people check their emails.
Yeah. So if you, that's totally okay, because what you're doing is good. I'm not saying it's not good, but if you were to, and I do both. I do email and text. They get emails from me and they get text, but it's the text that they respond to. So anyway, we'll go into it. That's our Daily 8 system. We have a Daily 8 challenge that's for everybody, whether you're on our team or not. You can click here to log your weekly numbers. Boom. And this is just a Google sheet. It's just your name. How many points did you earn this week? What were your wins this week? What did you accomplish or do well or are really proud of? What did you not do so well, and how can you do better next time? This is not about me judging you. This is not about me. You're not even accountable to me, although it helps keep you accountable just because you have to fill it out every week, right? Keeps you accountable to yourself that you've made the commitment you're going to fill it out. But this is more about the fact that you said, oh, that worked, I'm going to do more of that, or oh, that didn't work, maybe I talked too much. That you already know what to do next. You saw, oh, that didn't work, so I need to try something different. That's all this is. And when I get this, I might shout you out in the group and recognize you for doing something really good. I might send you a greeting card. I do a lot of greeting cards, so I might send you a card. Or if you put something in here that you're struggling with, if I have a blog post that will help you, I might email you and say, hey, this might be helpful. But it's no judgment, right? At all. No judgment.
We might even steal your idea if it's really good too.
Yeah. Okay. And I want to hit on this really quick. Hi, Anne. Thank you. Thank you for putting yourself out there and saying this. Yeah. I should get over the feeling like texting is intrusive. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that probably most of the people on this call and on this training, and most of the people who are new to Avon feel that way. We all feel that way. And that's why we use a system, because you know what happens? Kathy is doing her 40 texts. Sorry to pick on you, Kathy, but I know I can. So Kathy is doing her 40 texts, right? And she gets to number 6 and she goes, oh man, I've texted her for 6 campaigns and she hasn't placed an order. I don't want to be a bug. Maybe I shouldn't text her again. You know what happened? Kathy got in her head. She's not working her business anymore. She's in her head. And when you tell me, I feel like texting is intrusive, what's happening is you're in your head. because you made a commitment to your customer. It might not have been an actual, you didn't like sign a paper. You didn't even tell your customer, hey, I'm going to make sure I text you every campaign, but you still made a commitment to provide good customer service. And that text is nothing more than good customer service. And let me give you an example of that. I place my order once every 2 weeks, and most reps, that's what they do. Once a campaign, they place an order, right? And I place mine on the first day of the campaign. But I send out my text, and I send it out on Monday, and I say, hey, my order's going in on Wednesday. If there's anything you want, let me know by Tuesday evening. If not, no worries, just have a great week, right? I don't try to pressure anybody or anything. It's just a, hey, my order's going in on Wednesday. Well, if I didn't text them, and then they text me on Thursday and say, hey, I have an order. Now I feel really bad because that customer's going to have to wait 3 weeks before my next order is going to come in, because it's going to be 2 weeks before I place another order. So it's just good customer service. All you're doing is letting them know, hey, this is my schedule and this is when my order's going in. So don't miss it if you want anything. Hey, if not, it's no big deal. No worries. Right? That's all it is. You are not trying to push anything on anybody. You're not trying to get them to buy. You're just letting them know what you're doing. Hey, my order's going in on Wednesday. That's all it is. But that's why we have a system, so that you can get out of your head and not feel bad or feel weird about it. Okay? I hope that helps.
Yeah, just real quick too, what might help too on this is that we're all working our business on our times. Like I mentioned earlier, on Wednesdays I was off, and I'd put out I spend 2-3 hours putting out brochures, and then the next week I would spend 2-3 hours delivering brochures, and then on Sundays we'd work for 4 hours or 5 hours handing out brochures to customers, trying to get customers. The thing is, you need to get out of your head, because if you don't control your business, you're going to be working every single day, taking orders from customers every single day, and you're going to get overwhelmed, plus the texting and all the other things. So if you have a system here, you're working smarter, not harder.
Yeah. But like I said, it keeps you out of your head.
Yes.
Okay,
definitely.
so that's our daily 8. And then be sure to be in our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. That's this group right here. It's loading. If you're not already in here, be sure to join this group. And then here is the one. Here's a post. Learn about automating your follow-ups. This is automating your follow-ups. Before I go to that, let me see what messages I have up here. Kathy says, 26% check their emails. Good points. I agree. I should text more. I respond to text too. Yeah. You'll find that once you start texting more, your business will dramatically increase. It really will. And she says, Ann Stone, agreed. It's a reminding in case they do need something. Yeah. And Kathy says, you have definitely helped me by sharing a blog post. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but really quick, I once had a new rep, and she sent me a text to a brand new rep. She goes, my customer said they ordered, but I don't know where it is. How do I find it? And I sent her a blog post. Here's a post about how to find it. And then she immediately, I know she didn't read it, because she immediately responded with another question. And I said, well, here's a post about how to do that. And then she immediately responded with another question. None of those cases did she even have time to read or even click on the link. And then I sent her a third one. And then she responded back. She goes, are you going to answer any of my questions, or are you just going to give me blog posts? But you know what? I mean, seriously, it's not like an easy answer. It's not like I can say, here's where you find it, because it's not that easy. Well, it's a little easier now with the new site, but even still, it's like the blog post shows you pictures and lets you see it. And it, but anyway, So
it helps you understand the process. Yeah.
And so, and Kathy says, it's okay. Yeah. Pick on me. I'm going to pick on you. And Ann says, you're right about that. Good points. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Yeah. And yes, and get them used to our schedule. That's a lot of what it's about. That's a lot about what all these follow-ups are, is to get them used to your schedule. So then, you know what happens? Your customers think you're the best rep. My customers, they get a text from me every single campaign. They get an email from me every single campaign. Some of the older ladies, they get a phone call. Because they don't have, and it's a pre-recorded message. But you know what's funny is those customers, they'll answer their phone and they'll, oh, it's Lynn, and they'll hang up. They won't even listen to my message, and then they'll pick up the phone and call me. And they think I'm the best rep ever because I provide excellent customer service. Just because I do follow-ups, you guys. This is what makes you an excellent Avon rep. This is what customers appreciate. Because all you're doing, you're not trying to sell. I mean, this is my opinion, but I would never text my customer saying, hey, my order's going in and be sure to order this. Or you might want to order this, because I'm not pushing anything. I will say, hey, there's a free shipping on $25 that ends, X time. just FYI, but I'm not going to push them to buy something because my text is not, my follow-ups are not to get them to buy something. My follow-ups are me providing service. Okay.
Just real quick. I used to be in the grocery business. I used to be a grocery store manager, and the grocery ads come out every week. Most places come out on Wednesdays, and we would have huge business on Tuesday because everybody would be shopping the ad, knowing that the stuff's going to go off sale on Tuesday and the new prices on Wednesday. And then they would be in Wednesday or Thursday to catch all the new prices. And it's just the same thing. You control your business pretty much by your advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by your, and those ads
Yeah.
are basically follow-ups. Those ads
Yes.
used to come in, they'd be dropped off at your door, right?
Yes.
In the
Mhm.
newspaper or however
Yeah.
it's done. That's the way the grocery store follows up,
Mhm.
is they put, those coupons. Okay. So this is how to automate your tasks. I'm not going to go into this in great detail. You can read through this, and there's actually full-on training here, live we did. But, Richard and I didn't have the time in the beginning to do this. We didn't have the time to build our business. And so we had to figure out ways to systemize it. And so we used to, when, what happened, Richard was delivering books on Wednesdays on his day off, and it got to the point where we couldn't grow because we were limited by time. He couldn't deliver any more books. He didn't have any more days off. And so we started bulk mailing. We bought a bulk mail permit and started bulk mailing. And it's amazing how much time it saved us. It took us 2 hours, like on a Sunday night, to put the bulk mail together and get it mailed, but he didn't have to spend 8 hours delivering books, right? Yeah. And so now we use Campaign Mailer. And here's a link about Campaign Mailer. So you could, this even opens in another window, and this shows you like what I put on my Campaign Mailer label and everything, how I use it. And even if my customer lives next door to me, they get the book in the mail. I put every single customer that I'm mailing a book. I don't mail a book to every customer, but the customers I'm mailing a book to, they go in Campaign Mailer. I am not going to drop a book off at my neighbors. And the reason why is because that's one neighbor, but then what about the next neighbor? And what about and pretty soon, or I have reps tell me, well, I put books in my customers' orders, so I wait to see who ordered. Mm-hmm. Well, first off, you can't do that if you're bulk mailing because they get mailed earlier before you know if they placed an order. But also, I don't want to take the time to say who ordered and who didn't. Who do I get a book to and who didn't? So everybody gets a book from Campaign Mailer, and their pricing is so reasonable that for me it works. I can make it happen. So then I got to automate my follow-ups. And so at the time when we first did this, I use a service similar to Dial My Calls. It was a different service back then, but it's the same as Dial My Calls, and that's what I use now. And it's just a pre-recorded message. I keep it under 30 seconds because with Dial My Calls, you pay 1 point for every 30 seconds. So I just keep it under 30 seconds now, and it doesn't cost me very much. But hi, this is Lynn, your Avon lady. Just a friendly reminder, my Avon order goes in on Wednesday. If you've already placed an order, thank you very much. If there's anything I can order for you, please let me know by Tuesday evening. If you don't need anything right now, no problem. Just have a great week. And then here's my phone number. And if you'd rather not receive these messages, please let me know. And that goes out to my little old ladies like clockwork every 2 weeks. And then I use Project Broadcast to text. Now I use it for both my digital book list and for my follow-ups. So they're different texts. I have different groups set up, different tags set up in Project Broadcast. But my customers that I'm delivering to, they get this text message. Hi, this is Lynn with Avon. Quick reminder that my X campaign, whatever order goes in on Wednesday. It's just a quick text with a picture. Usually I put a cute little picture in there. Like I have one that I found online that says, hey, Ethel, my order's going in. Do you need anything? And it's Lucille Ball. You know what I mean? But it's just cute stuff, right? My Avon book text list, I text every week because there's no way to follow up really with them. And one thing I know for a fact is I could text you an Avon book. You could be standing in the grocery store or busy or whatever, doing whatever. And you look at it and you go, oh yeah, okay, the Avon book, I'll look at that later. And then you get 6 more texts. And by the end of the day, my text is buried and you forget about it. You don't even look at it again. And so I text once a week because the first text is welcome to campaign 4. The second text is the very next week in the middle of the week. Hey, just a reminder, campaign 4 ends next Tuesday. If you need anything, be sure to order before then. And then the next Wednesday, they get a welcome to campaign 5, right? So I'm texting them every Wednesday for my Avon book list. But, and it works. It's funny because the second text gets more orders for us than the first text.
Yeah, oddly.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all how to automate, and it's all in here. It's all, like I said, you can watch this video. It's full on training how to do that. So today, let's see, and Kathy says, great points like the grocery store has. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about daily Salesmaker Action Plan. So this is, of course, we still have our daily 8 system. This doesn't replace it, but it kind of can be something that you can integrate in, right? Because nobody looks at their business at the end of the year and says, oh, wow, look, I really kicked butt this year. I did an amazing job. And I had no idea that I did, right? Nobody does that. I mean, you have to do the activities to get you there if you want to have a successful year. It doesn't just happen by accident, right? And so if you apply what you learn, what we're going to teach you, it can mean major changes and growth in your Avon business. So we have our daily 8 system. This isn't replacing that, but these are specific activities that you can incorporate into your daily 8. These are to get you more points, right? These are to prospect for more people. These are that kind of thing, right? So you can print this plan, make it part of your daily routine. And being a daily sales maker is exactly that. It's daily. That doesn't mean you should do it this week or this month and then forget about it, or do it once a week. It's something you should do daily to be a daily sales maker. It's that important. And most of these to-do items are fast action items, meaning you can complete them in 30 minutes or less. Many of them are in 10 minutes or less. And that's because almost every task can be broken down into small actionable steps. Right? We often think we have to work 8 hours a day to get results, but that's not true. We've proven that with our daily 8 system. You can get your 40 points a week in a whole lot less than 40 hours, right? So right now, I challenge you to commit to 10 tasks a day. Forget about the time involved, and you're going to learn, you're going to see how time has nothing to do with your profit. Just do as many tasks as you can. Don't watch the clock. Just race to get them done and get more eyeballs on your offers. It's all about getting this done. It's all about making it happen, just like when we text our customers saying our order's going in. It's just boom, 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 right? So here's how to get the most out of this daily Salesmaker plan. So set aside time, take out your planner and set aside how much time am I going to spend each day on building my business, just like we did with the daily 8, right? And schedule some time every day to do it. And I don't miss this step. It's really important that you actually have it scheduled in your calendar or in however you work your business, because if it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen. We all know that, right? Things get in the way. Things get in the way so easily. And then complete the steps. The plan gives you the exact steps to take. So work through them one to one, one by one until they're completed. And then be accountable, right? Your sales are not going to happen by accident. So if you find it helpful, find an accountability partner that you can be accountable with. Not me. I can't be accountable because we have so many people that lead that follow us for mentorship or whatever. So it had to be someone that, maybe another rep that you can be accountable. Maybe someone who takes their business as serious as you, or maybe who you're kind of on the same level with. Those are great people to be accountable with, right? So to find out what a daily sales maker is, right? It's time to take responsibility for your actions so you can have a really thriving Avon business. So look at every single business task that you do and ask yourself, why am I doing this? And is it working? So again, I'm going to pick on Kathy. And again, I'm not saying it's not working. So please don't read anything into this. I'm just throwing it out there. But, she's sending about 300 emails. And is it working? I mean, so all I'm saying is look at it. How many people out of those 300 are placing an order? And decide, is that the right way for me? Or maybe do I need to be texting them? Is that the right way? And she says, I'm taking notes while listening and notice my pen says Campaign Mailer.
Funny.
That's funny. So you have a Campaign Mailer pen.
Yeah.
Okay, so all I'm saying is take responsibility for your business. Don't just do it because someone told you to do it. Make decisions. Make that decision for yourself. What works for you and what doesn't, right? Is it working for you? Right? Because if you never take responsibility for your own business, you'll never get to the point of actually being responsible for yourself. And you're never going to ask if it's working. If you just go, well, Lynn told me to do it. And then at the end of the year, you're like, well, I wasn't successful. That's because you didn't look at pretty regularly throughout the year, is this working for me? What do I need to change? Because it's not. Everything's different for everybody, right? So it's your being responsible for your decisions for what you do in your business. And so So as you work through this list, you don't have to do everything on this list. Maybe just pick the ones that are the best fit for you and for your business and for your customers. And that's how you're going to get the most out of this plan and the best results. And then make sure you ask yourself, why am I doing the items that I've decided to do? And are they working? And how long am I willing to wait to see if they're going to work? Right? The idea is to find things that are going to be likely to help you make money today. We want you to help you make money today. That's what this is all about, right? So here's the steps. Number 1, determine your daily money goal. So, we all know you can't hit a target you can't see, right? So you need to have an income goal. What's your income goal? How much do you want to make? Is it 10,000 a year? 100,000? $1 million? There actually are Avon reps that make $1 million. So don't push your nose up for them. I know these people personally who make over $1 million. So it is possible. It's not a lot, but it is possible. They put in the effort to do that. So think about for you, what is it that you want? $10,000 would probably pay for some pretty nice vacations or a car payment or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's up to you, right? And then look at what you really believe you can do, but I want you to push it. I want you to push the limits. Don't play safe. Don't be careful. What do you think is possible if you really stretch for it, right? That should be your yearly goal. And then you just need to do the math to figure out what works for you. So knowing your own progress towards your overall income goal requires that you sit down and create a plan for the week. So what will you do this week? What will you achieve or create or execute? So break those down into actionable to-do lists. And then execute daily Salesmaker activities. You won't be a daily salesmaker without execution, right? Things get done daily often and without fail. Does this mean you're never going to take a day off? No, of course not. I'm not saying you can't take a day off, but consistency is key here. And you can take a day off while automation keeps the daily money-making activities happen. So for example, the last year of my mom's life, she died, she passed 2 years ago, but the last year she was in and out of the hospital. She was, we were calling 911 it seemed like every 5 minutes, and I was having to rush to my mom's house, or we'd be sitting at the hospital with her. And, that could have really hurt my business. Our business, but we used our daily system. We used our system of campaign mailer and project broadcast and the phone messages, and our business never skipped a beat because we could be there with my mom while those things went on. Sure, we maybe couldn't do as many of the other things we wanted to do, but the basics were done, right? And then review your progress. So having an accountability partner is a smart way to do this, but you can also do it yourself every week. Look at your progress. Well, is this working for me? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to change?
Yeah, you know what you've done good and what you've done wrong. So, we're pretty good about that, noticing right away and say, ooh, I'm not going to do that again.
No judgment. No judgment. You
Yes.
just look at it and said,
Yeah.
okay, that didn't work. How can I tweak that? Not stupid me, it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
No, this is about building your business. It's not about beating yourself up.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kathy says, is it working? Good question to ask on your tasks. Thanks for your precious time to help us. Oh, thank you,
You're
Kathy. I appreciate you. And then Anitra says it's implementation, which I'm sucking at right now since I'm playing the Girl Scout cookie arena at the moment. I totally get that, Anitra. And again, that's what we're talking about, right? If you have systems in place and if you have already implemented the systems, then you could be working on your Girl Scout cookie time and it won't affect your business so much.
Yeah.
That's really what we're talking about here.
Yeah, put it into your plan, put it on your calendar.
Of course, if you haven't already done that,
Yeah.
then I guess you're just going to have to find time around the cookies to get your business there, right? And Kathy says, you're proof that systems work. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. But I have to agree. I really believe systems make all the difference. And there's just no reason we need to be in our heads. We just need to do the tasks. Those 4 steps, right? Get a brochure to or find new people, get a brochure to everybody, follow up, and take the order. It's just that simple. And systems can help you do that. So let's look at the steps in more detail. Okay, so determine your monthly goal. So let's keep it simple, right? So I want you to whip through this first day and say, well, that was easy. What's next, right? So let's do some very simple math. What's your income goal? Some people pick a number and that's great, So others find it too intimidating to pick a number. So they say something like, I want to start by paying my gas bill or the car payment or the mortgage or all 3 or whatever, right? So figure out what that is, right? If it's the car payment, then how much is your car payment? How much do you need to make a month? Or whatever. That's one way to do it. And then we're going to break it down into the day. But once you have your goal, I want you to triple it. Yeah, triple it. Because if you want to make, let's say you want to make $2,000 a month, or that would be $24,000 a year, right? Okay, so yeah, so that'd be say 24,000. But let's say if you want to make 2,000 a month, I want you to triple it and make it 6,000 by triple. And you know why? Because you're never going to make enough or hit your goals if you don't account for like taxes and brochures and expenses, stuff like that, right? So we're talking about how many sales do we need, right? We're taking our income and we're breaking it into sales. And that's why you're tripling it, so that you know how much sales you need, right? And so now you've got your monthly number, multiply that by 12 months, and then divide it by 365 days in a year. So that gives you your daily income goal. So let's say if your income goal was $6,000 for the year, then you would divide that or times that, 6,000 a month. You would times that by 12, which is 12 months, equals 72,000. That's what you're saying you want to make in a year. Divided by 365 days is $197 a day. Now this is here. You can come back and watch this. You can come back and watch this training again. I will have it in this post later. But it's just really simple. You're just going to take how much do I want to make, triple it, and figure out how much is that per day. Okay, that's the basics. And okay,
Maria.
Personally, it doesn't help when I'm dealing with Dad in the hospital since Christmas Day, kids, my appointments. So I've got to review stuff. Maria, I totally understand that. I don't know if you were here and heard what I was saying about my mom. You know, the last year of her life, we were spending all of our time with her in the hospital or calling an ambulance or whatever. So I totally understand. I really do. And that doesn't help. You're right. This is a YouTube thing.
Yeah, on that same token, you know, in about an hour a day, if you have things automated, you can set things up, a system set up. In an hour a day, you can have the income producing activities done for the day. So if an emergency comes up, you can spend the rest of the day taking care of that emergency and not being stressed and knowing your business is still growing and you're helping the ones you love. So
yeah, and some of these activities are things you can do like late at night, like scheduling Facebook posts and stuff. Some of the activities we're going to go into, you can do late at night. But if you have your basics, your system in place with the reminders and the getting the brochures out and the follow-ups and all that, that's what's going to keep your business going, right? And I'm not sure I understand your question. Potential Avon customers or friends or theirs. Do you know what she's referring to?
I don't know what she's referring to.
I don't know what you're talking to. You're probably responding to something I said, but I'm not sure what you mean. So could you maybe come back to me with more? And then Bonnie, do you ever mail brochures to online customers if they haven't ordered in a while? Example, haven't ordered in a year. Do you know what, Bonnie? I don't take the time to go back and see who's ordered in a year and who hasn't. I think that would be smart if you were to do that. But I don't. In fact, what I do, I don't want to go too much into this, but what I do is once they place an order, I mail them brochures for 4 months. And if they haven't placed an order in 4 months, I take them off of Campaign Mailer and I add them to my Avon book list. And at that point, if they ask for a brochure again, then I will add them back to Campaign Mailer. Or if they place an order, I'll add them back to Campaign Mailer. But and then I might mail out more customers during the holidays. Just to get the book into their hands for the holidays, but I don't actually go back. And that's I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I think that's a great thing to do. I just haven't spent the time to figure that out, or we're just working on the new, basically.
Yeah, but you do track it and you do log it so that you have a reference to, so you can see when they did or didn't order, or when you did or didn't send a brochure. So
I do that. So I keep track of. Keep track every time they place an order. I actually I have a CRM I use, customer relationship manager, that I use to manage my customers, and I will log in there, online order this amount of dollars, and I actually will copy an image of that and put it in there so I can see it. I believe now, this is new, when they first switched over to Avon.com, you couldn't put notes in, but I saw something that says you can now. So you may be able to add notes to your customers on Avon.com, so that might help you to keep track of when they last ordered too. But yeah, if they haven't ordered in a while and you send them a book, I think that's a great thing to do.
Yeah, you do need to track it and know, because otherwise you're just throwing money away. again, it's like part of course correction from an airplane pilot or a cruise ship. They course correct all the time. They don't just get on there and go on the whole trip and just sit back to drinking coffee with you.
Yeah. So if you go to the search on the right-hand side and search for automate, you'll find the post about how to automate your follow-ups, but you'll also find a post I wrote on how I manage my automated follow-ups over time.
Mm-hmm.
And that one talks about when I take them off Campaign Mailer and when I don't. And these days I'm really promoting more online. I'm really working hard to build my online business. So if they came to me as an online customer and they've never received a brochure or they're not local, I don't automatically add them to Campaign Mailer anymore. They go on my Avon book list. But anyway, there's no right or wrong way. Again, it's just something you should be evaluating. Is this working?
Mm-hmm.
Is this working for me, right? Okay, so we're going to create a weekly plan. So inventory your offers and create a Salesmaker task list. So we're lucky with Avon because we have so many things to sell, right? How many, what do we have? 4,000 products or something? But we want to be specific. To be the most successful, you don't want to say, go buy something from my online store. You would do a lot better and you'll make more sales if you're specific. So if you have a favorite product, talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a new, the brand new VDL brow brush, oh my God, I'm in love with that. I have tried all of the other brow ones. I have like half of my brows is falling out on both sides. They're like falling out. And so I have no brows over on both sides there. And I've tried the other ones and they just look like they're painted on. They make me look like a clown. I could not do it. And the brand new VDL one, oh my gosh, I tried it. You can kind of paint little lines that looks just like hair. Yeah. And it's amazing. So I've kind of been raving about that lately. But so, start with your favorite products. They're easier to talk about, right? And then you can generate content around and share the products that you love and use the most. Another idea is to take the special offers that Avon offers. So we're going to go, here's my online store. This is my Lynn's Avon store, right? I should say, it's supposed to say Lynn and Richard. Anyway, and then go to special offers. And this comes up. This is, whoops, what happened? This is what comes up. And that's different every campaign. But you can use these special offers to call offers to what you can promote, right? These are great things. Okay, deodorants, buy one, get one free. This is a great thing to promote, The Gotta Get It set. It's a great thing to promote. Power Up, free a new power serum with any 2 select skincare purchases. So you can build offers around these things. Those are great things to do. Or use your favorite products, But this is just one idea. And so you can find these by going to your Avon online store and clicking on special offers. And usually these are amazing deals that you can talk about and promote. Keep in mind that what's there is only there for this campaign. So only promote it during this campaign. Don't try to schedule it ahead because when the new campaign starts, the offers will be different, okay? Okay, so here's your task, right? Take inventory. Look through your Avon online store. What's your favorite items? What are your hot sellers? What items is Avon featuring in the special offers section? Pick out 5 to 10 products for each campaign that you're going to focus on. And then once you have that list, you're going to start getting content out there about those products. Let's see. She says, I have not tried the new VDL. I do like the brow mascara one, but I agree. Give them ideas. Special offers, good idea to promote. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so now you're going to create content about it because you're not going to post every day, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. That's not how you sell online, right? So you're going to create content about how do you use the product, what it does. So I just did one. I went to Canva and I put an image of my before and after with my brows. And I said, my new favorite product, even I can make it look good, right? Or something to that effect. And I created an image and I'm posting that. Having your own picture in it makes a huge difference too, because people feel like you're being vulnerable and you're being real and authentic, right? And it really is helpful. But you can make content around things like how to use the product, what it does, a picture of you using it, how to use it, tips and tricks, how it saves money or time or whatever if it does, right? Examples of how others use it, and maybe education about why the product is needed. You can find a lot of the great information about this on the one-pagers that Avon provides. If you go to Avon U, and at the top there's a search, just type in the product and you can pull up the one-pager. It gives you all kinds of information. So
Yeah.
those are things. So that's what you want to look at is how take 5 to 10 products that you're going to work on that campaign. And you're going to come up with different kinds of content, videos, lists, images, different kinds of, but not necessarily selling. So like I didn't say, check out this new VDL eyebrow pencil. I just love it. Here, buy it at my store. I didn't say that. I just said it's my new favorite. I love it because even I can make it look good, right? I don't have to say buy it because then I don't have to feel like they don't feel like I'm pressuring them. Right?
Yeah, it's a natural effect. If you get excited, your customers get excited. That's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So online. So I've broke this out between online and in person. So online Salesmaker Action Plan activities. Created a promotion using Avon's promotion tool. This will take you to a blog post about how to use that. And then use that promotion to get people to give you their email addresses. Be sure to add them to your personal email list as well. And there's a link too. I use Aweber for my personal email list. You should be putting your customers in both Avon's and in your personal, right? And the Avon promotion tool might be, they have free promotions you can use every day. And I don't remember what's one right now, but I think the last one I remember seeing was a free clinical eye lift with a $40 order or something like that. So you can actually make a post on Facebook and say, hey, I have the ability to give you a free clinical eye lift. Message me for details or message me your email address so I can send you the coupon. And because you have to have their email address in order to put them in your address book in order to add them to the promotion. So you take a picture of that, the eye cream or whatever it is that you're promoting, and you're saying whatever Avon is using for the promotions, right? So if it's that free eye cream with the $40 order, then you take a picture of that. You can create your own in Canva. You can right click on the image from your Avon.com site and save it and then post it, however you want to do, right? And just say, I have the ability to give you this for free. Send me your email for a coupon and so that I can send you a coupon code. And that's how you're going to collect information. That's one way to do it, right? These are just different activities you can do. Online Salesmaker Action Plan activities. Send an offer email to your email list. So there you go, Kathy. You can send an email. You got 300 customers that you got emails for. You can send them an offer. You can send them an email about the special that you are promoting, right? Send a content email with a call to action. So the content email might be, hey, here's some tips on how to best define your brows. And then at the very bottom, if you want to try our newest product, here's a link. That's what that is, okay? Send an email personally to someone who you think would love that product. Hey, Mary, Avon just had this brand new product and I just tried it and I loved it so much and I thought of you, right? And you're going to send that to them. And add a PS to a relevant email on your list with an offer in it. So, maybe you're sending an email to your list about, I don't know, free shipping or whatever. And then at the bottom, PS, you might like this product, try this product or something, Post an offer in your Facebook group. Post content in your Facebook group with an offer included. Post an offer on Twitter or LinkedIn or Instagram. Write a blog post that is an offer. Write a blog post that's content with an offer. So you understand the difference? The offer is, hey, deodorants are on sale right now. Buy one, get one free. Okay. Content with an offer is, are you familiar with the ingredients in deodorants and what you have to watch out for and kind of some like valuable information, whatever. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't really know, but some valuable information. And oh, by the way, at the bottom, our deodorants are on sale. Buy one, get one free. So you actually provided value. Does that make sense? Or it could be something like, here's 10 different foods that can actually help you look younger. And oh, by the way, right now we have a sale on with a free power serum with any two new purchases, right? So that's, again, you're providing value to them first. So you could do a podcast. You could do a Facebook Live. You could post a video to YouTube. You could create an ebook that educates about a product. That could be something like an ebook could be 10 foods that help anti-aging, or 10 mistakes people make that with their makeup that actually make them look older. You know, something, I'm just throwing this stuff off the top of my head. You have to really think about, what are you going to promote, right? Create a video about your offer, place it on the homepage of your Avon online store. That's what I was thinking about doing. I haven't done it yet, was like actually creating a video of me, like starting with nothing on my eyebrows and then filling it in and putting it on my Avon. You know how you can put that video right on the front of your Avon online store, which goes right. It comes up right here. So right on your front page. So you can do that, right? When I talked about blog posts too, you know, if you have a Google My Business account and you've created a Google My Business page, you can actually write a blog post and post it to that too. So that's kind of cool. I actually get a lot of customers that way. Or LinkedIn allows you to do bigger, longer posts. So you could create like a blog post for LinkedIn. Those are just different things, right? Create a video about the offer in place. I did that. Add an offer to the signature of your email, so it goes out with every email that you send out. Update it frequently with whatever the current offer is that you're promoting at this time. You know, so you're sending an email just to whoever. It doesn't even matter. And at the bottom of your signature, it says, Lynn Huber, Avon representative. Check out my online store. And oh, by the way, right now our deodorants are buy one get one free. Right? You could do something like that. Even though you're not talking, or maybe even talking to an Avon customer, maybe you're just sending an email to your kid's school. They're going to see that at the very bottom, right? It's just in the signature. It's not like you're promoting it really. Email past customers and see if they need anything. Email past customers and let them know what you have for sale, what those specials are, right? Ask your best customers for referrals, or if they can refer you to someone who might be interested in the products. Make it worth their while. Give them a bonus for doing that. If they place an order, I'll give you something, right? Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
And Doug, howdy.
I imagine Doug's with you. Hi. Set up and run an ad. It could be a Facebook ad or an ad on other social media, or even a Google or other search engine ad, and offer a giveaway or contest, promoting and linking to the product being given away. By the way, Avon's contests are back. I just found them. I had somebody asking me this because I couldn't find them. But if you go to featured and sweepstakes, there you go. Featured and sweepstakes. There's the newest sweepstakes. So they are back, in case you need to know. That's something else you can promote, is the sweepstakes, right? Okay, so how about in person? First off, let's see. Lisa says she's late, but worth the wait. Of course, you're worth the wait. Kathy says, yes, offers versus content with offer. Good stuff. And I have not put a video on my Avon page. Blog posts through Google and LinkedIn. I'm running out of ink. Writing notes. Well, you can always come back and watch this video again.
Yeah, the cool thing is this is stuff you can do in the downtime. When your customers are sleeping, you can do this late at night and get a lot of these things set up to send out in the morning. That's what Lynn does a lot. Yeah.
Can you see how a lot of this can be done? Like Anitra, when your kids are in bed at night, you're obviously not doing Girl Scout cookies. You could be doing this, right? I mean, it's all about priorities. It's all about how bad do you want it. And it's your decision. You know, you can decide not to, or you can decide to do it. And there's no judgment. It's just, it's all about what you want to make happen, right? So let's look at in-person Salesmaker activities. So create a list of everyone you know and everyone you knew in the past. Carry the list with you and add to it constantly, right? Yeah, so am I, Kathy.
Yeah, we are too.
We are too, night owl. So, you know, create that list of everyone you know, and then start texting them or calling them. Or Facebook messaging them, or however you would normally contact that person. Don't take it personal if they say no. You're just working the list, right? Stand outside a grocery store, pass out brochures, collect contact information. Here's my drawing slips. If you click on that, collect contact information. Here's the drawing slip I use to get their information. And I actually created this, and I like it because it says, do I want a brochure physical in the mail, digital by email, digital by text? And then it has the last one, I would like more information about selling Avon. Sometimes, especially if you're doing an event, like if you're doing a table at a show, people are filling this out and you don't necessarily see what they're doing. And you'd be surprised. Sometimes they'll click that they want to sell Avon. So you have now a way to follow up with them or to know that they're even interested, right? Go shopping. Just get out where people are. Strike up conversations and then be sure to collect contact information. So, you know, you could be, I don't know, in the store, maybe you're getting ready to do a crochet project. You're going to make a Afghan or something. You're standing in the crochet aisle, and there's a lady standing you and right next to you, and she's looking at colors too. You could start a conversation. Oh, I love this. I love this color. You know, I mean, whatever. That's not me. I'm not. I'm an introvert. But if you are comfortable talking to people, you could do that. Right? Oh, I love this color. Richard would be just, he'd be talking their head off. They'd be best friends in 5 minutes.
She'd be saying, "Oh, I love to crochet, but my hands get kind of sore." Says, "Well, we have an arthritis cream from Avon." Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
That's me.
So strike up conversation. Start a business route. This worked really well for me because it's direct, and I just turned myself on, and I knew I had to talk. Right? So I would, and I have a whole blog post here how to do that. But I literally, the short of it is, we would pick a building. We would, an office building or a medical office building is great too. Start at the top, go to each office, walk in and go, "Hi, I'm your local Avon rep and I have a gift for you," and have a basket with samples or lip balms or whatever that you can give away. And then ask if you can leave some brochures and ask if it's okay to leave brochures, then just tell them, "Okay, great, I'll be back in 2 weeks to follow up and bring you new brochures." And then you just write on, like I have a notebook with me and I say, number 504, not interested. Number 505, loves Avon, left 4 brochures. And I write the name of the receptionist if I can get it. And then that way, in 2 weeks, you know which ones to go to and which ones to avoid because you have your little list you made, right? And but here's a whole post about how to do that, and it really helped me to when I quit my job. When I first quit my job, I wanted to make sure I had a way to make sure I got out of the house every day, and this really helped me, and it helped me build my business. Follow up with every potential customer lead within 24 to 48 hours. If you gave them a brochure, follow up with them, right? Okay, Kathy says, "I'm good at conversation. If I'm at an event, it's easy to get info, but random places, it's harder to go there." I think it's because if you're at an event, you're on. You've turned yourself on, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And Anne says, "Ooh, I would love to see your crochet." Actually, Anne, I made that up. I was just saying it, but I do crochet, but I'm not very good at it. I do sometimes.
But it's a good compliment to make to the person.
Yeah.
You could make a contact with them if you like to see their crochet stuff, if you're interested in that, and moves forward from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could even go to classes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know with COVID if they're doing it now, but like some of the fabric stores and stuff, like Michael's or whatever, they would do classes that you could go to and learn how to crochet. Right, Anitra, there you go. Anitra crochets. You can show your crochet to Anne.
There you go.
Okay, so let's see. Leave brochures in 5 new places. Make it a point that you're going to go around to in wherever you're at. Right, maybe you could drop one off at the Jiffy Lube, in the 1 or 2 in the waiting room of the Jiffy Lube. People are there that are waiting for their cars. They like something to look at, right? If you happen to be on jury duty, that's a great place to leave brochures. You wouldn't be able to get in unless you're on jury duty, but it's a great place to leave brochures. Nail salons, hair salons, even places like donut shops. Sometimes they'll let you leave a couple of brochures on their counter. So, you know, this is just one of the tasks, but leave a brochure in 5 new places. Advertise your Avon business in community newsletters and local newspapers. So if you live in an apartment complex, if they have a newsletter, maybe they'll let you, even if you pay, or actually we used to even pay to put it in our church bulletin, you know, on the back page of the church bulletin. All different kinds of places where you can advertise. Go around your neighborhood and knock on doors. Oh, the dreaded knocking on doors. There's a post about how to do that, right? Leave brochures on doorknobs or doorsteps. Leave brochures wherever you go. I already said that. DMV, jury duty, doctor's office. Offer a little mini Avon party at businesses during their lunch hour. You could just go and set up during the lunch hour and they could come by. Or ask one of your customers to host a book party or an online party. Talk to schools or churches about an Avon fundraiser. Always carry a demo basket. You know, if you get returns, sometimes if they're not used or whatever, sometimes it's not worth paying the money to ship it back, you know? And so if it's still good product and it's not used, you know, and you can put it in a little demo basket. And then as you're making deliveries, you could show your customers what you have and offer them a special deal on what's in that basket, right? You never know when your customers might want to try something, or maybe they have friends over at their house when you show up to deliver an order. Keep extra products on hand for emergency sales, such as forgotten birthdays, anniversaries, bug guard. I'm not asking you to carry a lot of stock. In fact, I don't suggest it, but just a little for emergencies. You know, one thing we've learned is people figure out they need bug guard 3 hours before their flight to Costa Rica. We always get these calls. I'm leaving for Costa Rica in 3 hours. I need bug guard. Do you have any? So I mean, that's bug guard is one thing we try to keep. Now there's not a lot of bugs here in Nevada, and there wasn't really in Utah either. So we didn't. We sometimes didn't sell enough to justify having a lot in stock, but you can have 1 or 2 of each of the flavors, you know, and you know, again, that's up to you. You have to make that decision for yourself.
Yeah, but we always had Bug Guard and Skin So Soft on hand, so you know, 2
People
hours.
are always asking for
I
Skin So
could get
Soft.
it, meet somebody up and get it to them.
In fact, you saw one of my customers hit us up right at the beginning of this live for Skin So Soft. So yeah. Have a yard or garage sale. If you're on a busy street, you can have a yard sale. Set up a table for Avon products. Rick and Tina used to do that. They would set up a table. They live in Magna, Utah, but they apparently live by, I've never been to their house, but they live by a busy street. So they would set up a table, right, with Avon, and you could put signs around, yard sale, come to my house, right? Set up for a vendor craft or a vendor fair or craft show. Showcase and sell your products there, and be sure to get contact information. Offer a frequent buyers club. You can actually make a little frequent buyer thing at Canva, and you can punch it. Like, you know, when say if they make 10 purchases or they spend a set amount of money, you'll punch it. And then once they have all the holes punched, then they get a free gift or a discount or whatever you want to give them. Offer free gift wrapping for the holidays or for birthdays.
If you go into offices, a lot of times you can, you know, see if there's a lot of women in there and you get going, but there's a lot of men in offices too, and they have to buy presents and stuff. And you can say, well, I do free gift wrapping. You know, pick out what you want. When's your anniversary? When's your wife's birthday? Stuff like that. Yeah.
Then you deliver it to the man in the office.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker for this one. You deliver this nice, beautiful basket for this guy's wife for her birthday that, you know, you created for him in the office, and all the other men in the office are like, whoa, what's this? How come you got this? And you could pick up some new customers that way, new men that want you to help them shop for their wives, right? Join a welcome wagon in your town if you have that. It's a great way. You could put samples and brochures in the packets that are given out to new neighbors, right? New people who bought a house in that neighborhood. Be sure to work the list because new residents may be looking for you and what you have to offer. Set up a table at senior centers and nursing homes. Many of these people want to buy, but they have no way to go out shopping. So we've done that in the past. We've done really well with it. Just set up a table. You have to almost have products. You can take orders, but one thing you need to be careful of, especially in a nursing home, is sometimes these little old ladies, they want something, but they forget. And then they don't have the money when you go back to deliver. So it's better to have some products on hand, more inexpensive products, because they typically are not buying really expensive skincare in the nursing homes, okay? But the more inexpensive products like the Skin So Soft and the hand creams and the body lotions, and these little old ladies will buy it from you. So it's a great way. And these lists are just for starters. You'll think of your own Salesmaker tasks as you get going in this practice. So let's see, I skipped a couple of
No, we're going down.
Okay. You're making a lot
tonight.
You're making a lot of tonight. I'm teasing. I was teasing too, but she spun it so easily into a tool. I do leave in the post office, and a few have called with orders. We also have gotten orders from leaving books in the post office. Bug guard, so true. They're on the way to the shore and they need it. They always figure it out as they're packing, right? I live on the sunscreen side of that. I do too. You know, I had skin cancer on my nose, and so I use the SPF 50 on my face every day, whether I'm out in the sun or not. I'm doing a yard sale with a jelly lady and baker, Avon and food. Win-win. There you go. See? Kathy just gave you guys another idea. There you go. And she also has an event at a nursing home at the end of the month.
Awesome.
Kathy, you are kicking butt. You don't need me. I meant you're making up a lot tonight. Well, you know, because I don't know your business. You guys all know your own business. I'm just trying to give you ideas. That's all.
Yeah, you get a lot of ideas, and if you have all these ideas, you get one customer from everything going into the funnel. Then that's when you get your business that's really kicking around.
Yes, I need you.
Yeah.
Aww. Yeah, it came up. Okay, awesome. So create a weekly plan of actions to complete your goal. So I love Microsoft To Do. I use this extensively. And here's a blog post about how I use it. You can click on that link. And it's so cool because I can just check off the activities. And I have place your Avon order every 2 weeks on Wednesday. Boom, that's on there. I have check online orders, check status of online orders. Everything, because I don't want to forget it. So I have everything on there. So you can, of course, use whatever method works best for you. Some people like project management apps like Trello. Trello is something I couldn't quite get, but I do have a girl, Sandy, on my team who loves it, right? There's phone apps like To Do or Evernote, and there's Google Calendar. Email reminders. No matter what you do, it's important that you see the big picture of your week so you can get everything done. And Anne says, these are actually great ideas. I appreciate that you both do these. I don't catch them all, but when I do, I always enjoy it. Oh, we appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you for being here and for your kind words. So you don't want to get to the end of the week on Friday and then have to play catch up, right? You want to plan this out at the beginning of the week, or even Sunday night for the next week, and know what you're going to do. A lot of my stuff, it's set as already as recurring, like my text I have a reminder that says schedule Avon book text. And that one for the Avon book recurs every week because I send out the text every Wednesday. But I have to schedule it. It doesn't happen all by itself. Schedule campaign mailer to go out. I have to schedule it. It doesn't happen all by itself. But so I have all these tasks in my Microsoft To Do. Also, look at Avon's calendar. So you can go to under Manage Business and Calendar to see what's coming up. So Manage Business and Calendar. So if Avon has, they have a live event coming up, that's something you want to work around. That's something you want to promote, right? If Avon has, whatever Avon has that's like customer centered or something that's going to be something you can use to work your business, you want to incorporate that into your tasks of what you're going to do this week. You also want to incorporate the training in, but again, you can watch the replay in the evening instead of actually being on it live when you could be working with customers. So, and you have to decide that for yourself. Is it worth my time to get on this live right now, or would it be better for me to watch the replay? And that might change from week to week even, or what's going on that day, right? And then keep any due dates I need to be aware of, such as free shipping ends on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m., the free shipping with $25. That ends this coming Tuesday, so you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of if any live events Avon's doing. And then decide from there which actions that I determined in my Salesmaker list that I can fit in. So Microsoft To Do, I will try. I use notes on the phone, but I would like a calendar type view. Microsoft To Do is not a calendar. It's more of a list, but it's just, you just check it. You just check it when you have it done, and then it deletes it off the list. And so you just work through the list. And Maria says, I enjoy your positive short videos you post too. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. I really appreciate you for saying that. Thank you. And Kathy says, Maria, they are great. Oh, thank you. Man, I'm feeling the love tonight. And my phone died. I'm back though, Anitra. So good. We were probably talking to you about you when you were gone. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. So create, make a daily to-do list. That can make all the difference, whether it's on your calendar, whether it's on Trello, whether it's on Microsoft To Do, however you do it. That's going to keep you on task, right? And without a to-do list, it's easy to get sucked into Facebook or TikTok and waste a lot of time. So I have scheduled, I create videos, and I have that scheduled for Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, I batch create any videos that I'm going to create. And so I have it scheduled. This is the thing, batch your tasks, create videos for the week. So, I want to do 2 product videos this week. So do them both on Tuesday or whatever day you decide you're going to do them. I have my live that I do every single day. I write that script at night before I go to bed, and it's a 30-second. I try to keep it between 25 and 29 seconds because I need to keep it under 30. So I write it at night, and then it's ready in the morning. I can just do it, right? So without a to-do list, it's easy to get sucked in. But that's the thing, right? We need to know that we're taking the actions that will produce results. So you can't call your task useless if you're not actually reaching anyone. This is something I just want to put out there, because if you just started and you don't have a big reach, then you're not going to get a lot of people commenting, a lot of people liking, a lot of people buying. So you can't say it doesn't work because you don't have the reach yet. So you have to understand that much, right? So you can email a link daily with a product, but if no one's reading it, it's not going to be a daily sales maker. It's not going to be able to be. You can continue to do that and continue to grow your list, and the bigger your list gets, then more people are seeing it. So it's all about getting it in front of eyeballs, right? And so if you don't have a following, you know, don't sell to an empty room, but just use the tasks to fit your situation. If you have an empty room and you don't have anybody to sell to, obviously, what do you need to do? You need to find new people to sell to, right? So you need to go back to the daily 8. You need to concentrate on getting more points in the getting new contact information from new people. It's always in the new. I'm going to tell you that. It's always in the new. So, and then execute daily salesmaker tasks. As Nike would say, just do it. And it's just that simple. That's it. Just do it, right? And then review your daily progress. So my income goes up $410 a day. So it's really useful to log that number every day to track my results. You know, create a little tracking sheet where you can log your sales for the day. And then maybe a notes section for what you did that was really effective. And you can make a link to or make note of any promotions that work so you can refer them later. You can do that in Excel or whatever. And you can just, you know, put the date and how much your sales were and kind of what you did that helped you get those sales. And that helps you to go back and do that, right? If you have an accountability partner, you can have a little friendly competition, but it's all about what motivates you, right? So if you think that $410 per day is possible, it just might be. I know it's possible for me because I do it, right? But a few years ago, I thought $200 a day was big, but that was my starting point. One thing we teach is use the President's Club, to help you with that, okay? So if you're not even Premier yet, your first goal is Premier. Your first goal is to get to 5,000 in a year in sales. And so how many people do you need? How much do you sell a day to get to that, right? How much do you need to sell a day to get to that? And then your next goal might be President's Club. So now you need to bump it. What do I need to do every day to get to 10,000? And you'll grow as you grow. And so for me now, my number is $410 a day. So start where you are today and look for your daily progress every day if possible. Look to increase it, right? Don't let my number scare you, because you could set your goal to just be one sale a day if you want, right? And once you start seeing daily action and you start seeing that sale happening, then you can say, okay, 2 sales a day or whatever, right? And every day you're going to see how progress happens. And the more confidence you get, and then you're going to be more motivated to aim higher and reach higher. So let me go back to a couple of things. Okay, Kathy says, Lynn, are you getting more responses, views since you're doing these short daily videos? You know what, Kathy? These videos have absolutely nothing to do with my business. They are personal development, and it's because I love personal development. And yes, the answer is yes. People are following me. They're falling in love with me. I hate to say it that way, but they are. They're falling in love with me because I'm teaching or I'm talking really short, like less than 30 seconds on something that I can't tell you how many times I get messages from people, like Facebook messages, or they'll reply to my live and say, that's just what I needed today. And so they're following me. And so then when they need Skin So Soft, guess what? They think of me because they go, well, who do I know that sells? Oh, Lynn sells it. I need to get it from her. It's all about providing value. And so that's what I'm doing. I may not be providing value around beauty, but I'm providing, but really personal development is beauty too, right? Because we're only as beautiful as all of us is beautiful, right? The whole of us. So I hope that makes sense. And yes, I said it's in the new. Your business, the growth in your business is always going to come from the new. I'm not saying that you can't go back and revive people. So like that's part of the reason why I don't really focus too much on somebody who hasn't ordered in a year, because I feel like they moved on for whatever reason. They either chose a different product or they chose a different rep or whatever. So I don't focus too much on trying to revive someone that ordered from me a year ago, as I focus on trying to find somebody new to bring in as a customer.
Yeah, we still support them and we're there for them, but yeah, we're not begging them.
But we're not talking about reps. She's asking about like if a customer hasn't ordered in a year.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So and yes, really short, providing value. You know your gifts and you share. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So here's the wrap up. We kind of went a little long. So I hope this has you fired up and ready to take action towards your goals today and every day this campaign and every day this year and beyond. It's not a one-time action plan. It's the infinity action plan that you've been waiting for. So use this action plan anytime you need it. Use it every day, right? Print it off and save it to a special folder so you know where to find it. And like I say on my daily lives, you've got this. I believe in you. So that's what I have. Let me come back to us, just us. Okay. Is there anything you want to add?
Right at the end, you touched about the calendar, and to us, the calendar is key. We put everything in it in one calendar, and her appointments, my appointments. You know, if she has to see the doctor at noon, or I have to see the doctor at 10, or if we have, it's like the phone company's coming at 10 o'clock, we know we have to get up in the morning. I think all of us have a calendar, even if we don't write it down. We all have something where we look at, say, okay, tonight's Sunday, tomorrow, what's happening Monday? You know, I have to be up at 6 o'clock because I have to be at work at 8 o'clock, or the kids have to get up at 6 so they can be on the bus at 7. Or you say, I have nothing happening. I'm not working tomorrow. I can sleep until 10 o'clock. Whatever it is you have, you put it on your calendar. When you write things down, they happen. It's just that simple.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. So Richard, let the cat out of the bag. If we have to do something at 10, we have to get up. We're night owls. Did I say that before? You know, we typically don't go to bed until 2 in the morning usually, or sometimes later. But Anitra says, I use Google Calendar and Task List, and it helps me even with my home, whatever she's saying. Yes, it does with your activities. And Kathy says, yes, and I love personal development too. You've given me ideas. You got this, Lynn, and you gave it to us. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to end this because we really have gone a little longer than I wanted. But I hope you guys have an amazing week. And my peeps. See, she's up late too, so it's okay if you message me late. The other thing too is I don't sleep with my phone. So even if you were to message me or text me if I was in bed, it's not going to wake me up. So don't worry about that. Right. But thank you guys. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry it went long, but I hope that you got some good information out of it. And we will be back next Sunday, same bat time, same bat channel. See you next week, and we'll see you online.
Have a great week. Look at your calendar and have tomorrow planned in your head when you go to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Take care. Have a great week.
Bye-bye. See you later.